feel like I'm being very controversial right now, and I'm sorry. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a fun video. I'm going to be reacting to unpopular opinions about young adult novels. So I found this on BuzzFeed. It was one of the first videos that I decided I wanted to do because I've seen them a lot and I thought that they looked really fun, and I was really interested in hearing other people's opinions and kind of, you know, what they thought and what they agreed with and maybe didn't agree with. I have my computer over here. I have the original page up there, and I'm going to link it in the description so that you guys can go check it out too. So we're just gonna get started. I didn't do, so there was 19 of them. I didn't do all 19 because a couple of them were things that I had never read or don't have an opinion on, so I think I did 12, but I'll talk about all 19 of them so you guys can give me your opinions in the comments if you want to. So the first unpopular opinion is that Percy Jackson is better than Harry Potter. So I don't agree with this. I have read Percy Jackson. I haven't read the whole series. I read the first book. I think by the time I got into it I was a little bit too old to be reading it, but that's besides the point. Harry Potter was my childhood and it's very nostalgic for me. I've read them multiple times. So unpopular opinion indeed, because you're wrong. So I mean, and I'm not saying that Rick Riordan isn't like a talented author. He definitely is, and like I did like Percy Jackson, but I just could never compare it to Harry Potter. So the second one, let me move this so I can kind of look at it better. There we go. So the second one is that Bella should have moved on from Edward when he left her and ended up with Jacob. So I'm gonna say New Moon was my least favorite Twilight movie. I don't really remember reading the books that much. I was a little bit younger, but New Moon was absolutely atrocious. Her just like missing him and being all sad, but I do not think that she should have ended up with Jacob. I am truly opposed to that end of story. I don't know, I don't really know what to say about that. But that's my thoughts on that. Paper Towns is 100% overrated. I don't even really know what to say about that. I've never heard that much hype about Paper Towns. Like, I know, like, John Green in general was hyped. Fault in Our Stars, which, like, was a great book, and I did read Paper Towns. I don't know if I have it here. I'm just looking at my bookshelf. I don't think I brought it with me. But I don't know. I don't think it's overrated. I mean, maybe a little bit. I think that it was kind of a weird premise. It was a weird story, I think, and I definitely don't think I enjoyed reading it all that much. I got through it, but I definitely wouldn't say it was my favorite book ever, and it doesn't compare to Fault in Our Stars. Whether it's overrated or not, I mean, I don't know if it was, I don't know, I didn't know there was that much hype about it, but anyways, the next one I have very strong feelings about. Quidditch doesn't make sense. That is number 4. Have you read Quidditch Through the Ages? Because, I mean, that's all I have to say. I don't know. I think that any Harry Potter fan would disagree with that. But read Quidditch Through the Ages. Number 5, The Fault in Our Stars should have ended the same way Imperial Affliction did. That would have been, I mean, that would have been a really cool parallel. I don't know if that was necessarily warranted. I mean, it would have made for a really cool story. I don't know. I mean, it was heartbreaking enough, wasn't it? But I don't know. I don't know if I really have a strong feeling about that. Like, some of these I don't know if I really have that strong of a feeling about, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways. what is the next one? The first Hunger Games book isn't good at all. That's number 6. Catching Fire is way better. I don't necessarily, I don't know, I don't really remember the Hunger Games that much. But I mean, the first one was good enough to make me want to read the next 2, and without the Hunger Games, Catching Fire doesn't exist. So if you look at it that way, I mean, no, I did not think it was bad. I'm saying it isn't good at all. Like, for someone who says that Catching Fire is better, then like, okay, but if you're saying that the Hunger Games book is not good at all, then why did you read the next 2? I don't know. That's my thoughts. I feel like I'm being very controversial right now, and I'm sorry. To All the Boys I've Loved Before, the movie is way better than the book. No. No. I have a very strong feeling that all books are better than movies. Fight me. I don't know. Like, I think that the written word is so powerful, and I think that being able to like, to make that story with your mind, I just don't think that the screen can ever do it justice. And you really see that reflected in all of your, what is my hair doing? Oh my gosh. You really see that reflected in you know, all of your favorite books and movies. Like, I don't know any bookworm that would, you know, that would say a movie is better than a book. I certainly wouldn't. So that's a hard no on number 7. Number 8. So many of these are Harry Potter, and I mean, I'm living for it. Harry Potter should have ended up with Hermione. Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't really set up that way. Like, I know that J.K. Rowling has said that she wanted, like, she wishes that she would have made them end up together at the end. I don't know, I mean, like, Ron wouldn't have had anybody then, and not that that's what the story was about, but I don't know. I mean, the justification for it is that Ron was an immature dirtbag who never treated her well and didn't deserve her. I mean, we all have our flaws, and I think he was a good guy overall. I don't have too much hatred for him, so I'm gonna say no, because I love Ginny, actually. Like, when people ask me who my favorite character is in the Harry Potter series, my answer is Ginny, fun fact, or McGonagall, because who doesn't love McGonagall? Yeah, I mean, like, because, you know, when people say who's your favorite character, like, I don't want to just be like, oh, Hermione, because, like, I feel like if you're a true Harry Potter fan, you have to have a favorite character outside of the main 3, so, Ginny's my favorite, and I'm happy that she ended up with Harry. They're happy, I'm happy, we're all happy. Number 9, I don't know anything about this. It says, you know, I'm just gonna skip this one, actually. We'll go straight to number 10. Tris from Divergent is kind of bland. So, I mean, I can see why people would think that. Like, Shailene Woodley, she has a voice that I think could be misconstrued as being bland. It's very, like, relaxing and calming. Like, I really like her voice, and, but, yeah, I could see how you think the character could be bland. I mean, but she came from, like, the Abnegation, like, I can't even remember what they're called. Dauntless, Candor, Erudite, Abnegation. I think that's what it was called. But, like, she came from the one where it was all about, you know, blending in and not, you know, being selfless and all of that kind of thing. So I think that obviously, like, she was trying to break out of that kind of mold of, factions. She was trying to break out of that mold of her faction. So I think, like, I mean, some of that still lingers with her because she grew up like that, so I think that she could come off kind of bland because of that. But no, overall, I don't think she's bland, and I really like those books, and I really like the movies, so, yeah. Finnick should have lived at the end of Mockingjay. This hurts my heart. Finnick is perfect. He was selfless, and he was the best, one of the best supporting characters of that movie, and I cried when he died, and it's not just because he looks like that. So, number 12, this just says the Maze Runner movies over the books. Again, we all know my opinion on this. The answer is no. I did watch The Death Cure for the first time a couple weeks ago. I know, it's super weird, like I hadn't watched it, but after Dylan O'Brien had that filming accident and then it got delayed, I just never watched it, and it was actually really, really good. I was super, super impressed, so I don't know why I'm saying everything twice. But no, books over movies, every time. Number 13 is the Divergent series ripped off the Hunger Games. I disagree with this. I think they're both dystopian. I think that obviously means they're going to have some similarities, but I do not think that Divergent ripped off the Hunger Games. I think that, I don't know, I mean, they're YA novels. Like, I think they're very different, and I really like both of them in their own regard, and I think they're well done. Number 14 is that Eleanor in Park is overly hyped. I have never read that, so I'll let you guys decide. 15, the trope where the main character loves reading, loves being in all caps, is annoying. I disagree. I really related to that as a kid. I thought it was great when I opened a book and I was like, oh my god, they love reading, they're just like me. So no, I don't think it's annoying. I think it never gets old. I really love it. 16, again, one that I don't have an opinion on. I apologize, there's a dog barking outside, but he's so cute. Number 16, Will Grayson. Will Grayson wasn't actually good and contained a lot of fat shaming. Oh, it's written by John Green. Huh. I've never read it. You tell me, was it bad? I don't know. I would like to hear about it. 17, more people need to read the Shatter Me series because it hasn't gotten the hype that it deserves. I've never read it. I love the cover. It looks like a book that I would read, and let me know if I should read it, because I'd love to hear. Oh, this one. 18, Throne of Glass over A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have a lot of feelings about this. I just reread the Court of Thorns and Roses over again. I had read the first 2 books and then took a pause. I had to buy the next one. So then I had to reread the first 2. And then I read the 3rd one, then I read the novella. They have left me very broken. I cried for the last 80 pages of the 3rd book, and I cried a little bit during A Court of Frost and Starlight as well. I don't think anything's ever going to top those, not even something by the same author. So my answer is no. The last one, 19. 13 Reasons Why is an awful book. If it's anything like the TV show, then I agree with that wholeheartedly. That's all I can say. So, that is the end of my video. 19 wildly unpopular opinions people have about YA novels. Let me know in the comments whether you agree, disagree. Let me know what you think about the topics or novels that I didn't touch on. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, I don't know where it is, it's somewhere. Hit the bell so you get notifications, and tune in for my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.